Hello everyone, how are we doing today? I'm um I'm not on top of it today. I'm still getting my shit together. You're sick? I'm sorry, Bigfoot. That's no fun. I'm feeling very cozy and sleepy today, so I'm gonna pick out a companion that goes with that vibe. Let's do the teapot. That one. Yeah, that's a vibe. Oh, you're terrified you failed your chem test? I know that last minute worry before you get the results is so real. Just remember it's out of your hands now. So you don't need to stress about it because whatever happened already happened. So okay. I'm gonna get some water and give my cat her meds. And the ad break should be going in about 2 minutes. So I'll be right back. We're gonna let that ad break pass and then we'll get into it. Okay, we're back. Neve, hi, how are you? So good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. I'm so, like, not together this morning. I woke up about 20 minutes before I was supposed to start because I just kept resisting getting up. So, I'm just stuffing my face on the side here. Oh, fortunately, we have a pretty easy row going today. It is a repeat row today, so I just get to do the exact same thing that I did yesterday, which means I don't really have to look at my reference very much. So we'll probably go through this one pretty quickly. The rows tend to go pretty fast, so we might even have enough time for 2 rows today. We'll see. I remember, Neve. How are you? So glad you could make it today. I appreciate you coming. About to crash for a nap before a production meeting for the show you're sound designing. That's so exciting. I'm so glad that you're getting to do something. We have a, somebody else in here. Who was it? Ashes, I believe, was talking to me yesterday about, doing a lot of music for short films, and I thought of you. Hi Tabby, how you doing? A trans cabaret, that sounds so fun. Yeah, I was like thinking I need to hook you two up. Okay, let's see. My hands are not quite awake at this point. Does anybody else have that where your hands like have their own level of awareness, so they kind of have to do their own wake up ritual? Like they're just it's like they're not as responsive. They're still groggy. And it's not something I super notice until I start getting into the fine motor skills, and it's like takes my hand longer to close. Yeah, starting an old motor on a cold morning, precisely. In this house, when it's particularly egregious, we call it sleep hands, and sometimes it's like I can't grip my water to pick it up. In your town, there are enough trans people to fill a school bus, but only if we all take up a whole row of seats. I mean, it's good that you know of any, for sure. When I was a kid, I did not know any trans people. Portland is great for it, though. It's just, like, every other person you meet is trans. It's incredible. You got your results back from your first CPA exam and you passed? Only 3 more to go? You got this. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, I am in the Portland area. Yes. I prefer to stay vague about that on the internet, but yes. I know that there are a few people out here in the PNW. I thought it would be cool to have a meetup someday. Before I'm not on this coast anymore, we probably are going to be going back east next year, but gotta make the most of it while we can. Yeah, Portland is a great city. I'm really glad I got to experience it. Where are my scissors? I'm gonna have to figure out how to sharpen these, because they're getting a little dull. I guess I could just try the tinfoil trick. Am I going to the yarn festival that's happening soon? I did not know there was a yarn festival happening soon. I would potentially check it out, yeah, if you want to share the details with me. You had a slow brain morning? Yeah, that's the vibe around here. It's a sleepy Friday. Can I just stay home and read with my cat on my lap? I know. The number of times over the years I've been like, can I just call and tell them that I can't come into work because my cat's on my lap? I can't disturb her. It was such a sleepy day you weren't even playing your instruments. Sometimes it's not the vibe. I think it's funny that seems to be the consensus for today. No, this is a sleepy day. I mean, y'all should see the weather here. It's utterly perfect. Yeah, this is a 1.3 millimeter hook, so it's definitely not a common size. There are smaller ones, believe it or not. There are people that crochet with embroidery thread. Not embroidery thread, this is embroidery thread. Sewing floss. Sewing thread. Oh my god. I will get there. So, teeny tiny. So like I said, this is a 1.3 millimeter, and then you have like, you know, 0.7 millimeter. Like, it gets even smaller. This is technically, I don't know. This is either right at the beginning of what would count as micro crochet, or just a little bit too big to count as micro crochet. That's how intense these people are. Yeah, no, this is nothing. This like barely even counts, if at all, as being micro crochet. Like this, like I'm not even trying to be modest right now. Like, if y'all haven't seen what people do in the micro crochet sphere, it is way smaller than this. Like, this is not small compared to those people. I know, right? Like, if y'all know about, so their username is Infinity and Less, and they are micro crocheting a granny square blanket, and it's with sewing thread. Yeah, the micro blanket. Yeah, it is way smaller than what I'm doing. The event is called Sacred Sheep on the 14th through 16th. Oh, your guild is tabling and you're giving out prizes? That's awesome. Let me write that down. Yeah, the blanket is a blanket now. Yeah, it's true. It's a blanket made up of micro crochet, but it is a human-sized blanket at this point. It's incredible. I know they're getting pretty close to being done with it. They're talking about adding a border. Yeah, for sure. Very inspiring project. I'm honored to be mentioned in the same breath. A lot of people in my comments will talk about, they'll be like, I'm watching this project in the micro crochet blanket. I'm like, as you should. Yeah, definitely worth following that person. They deserve your follow. You made a mistake on your math quiz? That is okay. I mean, it's not like it's 100% your grade, right? Oh, it's the end of the quarter. Still, it's not your entire grade. I once missed an exam when I was in college, and it was for a history class, and it was literally a quarter of my grade, and I just missed it. No makeups, but I talked to the professor about it, and he was like, judging from how you've done on your other exams, I think that you should be okay without a makeup. And I think he may have even bumped my grade a little bit. But, yeah, I did. I ended up passing that class with a C. It was fine. I had gotten my, my dates flip-flopped. I thought that, the exam was the next class and not the one that I had missed. And, because I was sick that day. Yeah, good thing that you caught it. I still have anxiety about missing classes, and I don't even have to go to any anymore. I hate that that is sticking with me, you know? Like, I'll have dreams where it's the end of a semester and I realize that I've forgotten to attend a class for the entire semester. Oh my god, you biked to the wrong building and sat for the wrong exam. So, did you just stay and fill out the exam even though you didn't, like, did you know any of the answers, or what did you do with that? Hello, Bloody Marley, how are you doing? Hey, there is nothing wrong with the C. The only reason those grades matter is because colleges will look at them for admission. That's it. That's literally it. If colleges didn't look at them for admission, it literally would not fucking matter. What's most important, and yeah, people still get into college with C's all the time. What matters is your takeaway from the class and whether or not you made it worth your time. And we put a lot of pressure on grades. We do a lot of equating grades to morals somehow and shaming people if their grades aren't high enough and making it seem like they're not a worthwhile person if they don't have good grades, so that somehow determines what they're capable of, and it doesn't. Grades are a very specific measure of your very specific response to very specific information, right? Tests are often not even a good way of evaluating whether or not students have good comprehension. Oftentimes, it's just that some people are good at taking tests and some people are not good at taking tests. And I know I was very good at taking tests, so that was always very easy for me. But, you know, For other people, that was not the case. Yeah, it's the effort that matters. And it's like, I think what you should be focused on when you are in school, obviously you got to do what you got to do to pass the class and get to the next grade. You still have to, fulfill those obligations, right? But I think that what you should be focusing on while you were in school is making sure that you are getting something out of it that you can carry with you into the rest of your life. Because that is what school is really for. These are your foundational years. You are setting yourself up with a knowledge base that you can go out into the world with and rely on yourself. You need to build the skills to rely on yourself now while you have support. And so making school into being about literally anything else is it's a idealism. It's false. It's putting pressure on children to make them easier to control, right? So, I understand that one pep talk is not going to make you unlearn all of that, because that's definitely something that I've struggled with in my life. But it's important to start practicing now, remembering that that grades are not the end all be all. Yeah, putting pressure on you to get 100s and be the best ever is just frankly dumb, because you're not gonna be. And I don't think that you should strive to be that, because you're not gonna be able to do everything ever, right? You can't be number one in everything. It doesn't work that way. And that's why collaboration is important. Learning to collaborate with other people and work as a team, or developing niche knowledge and really focusing on that. I just I don't think that it's worth it to put that pressure on kids because of what it does to them later in life. Yeah, I think that's a great exercise, Zephyr. Practice doing things badly, and especially doing them for the joy of them. But yeah, it's like the sooner you start unlearning that mentality, the better, because you're gonna have to unlearn it sooner or later. It'll drive you crazy. Can I make this work? This is such a small amount, but I think that's okay. This project still really, it makes me think about all of these details at the edges of the map, and like the things, like how they're there but we don't actually see them in the game. Like this ravine is like this ravine is just out there at the edge of Stardew Valley, but we never actually encounter it. I guess we kind of do when we go over to the quarry, but... Yeah. There's gonna be a ton of stuff that you, can't really apply to the real world, and for some reason, we work on that instead of, learning how to, you know, how to solve the things that we will use in the real world, like where's the class on how to do taxes, right? That's problem solving, is it not? I would love it if we got to have some basic life skills with our basic life skills. You burned your popcorn? No. Hey, it is okay to throw it away and make a new one. Oh my god. You put it on and then you walked away from it, didn't you? You didn't even put it in for half the time. You gotta stand there and listen to popcorn. It's like the opposite of watch pot never boils, right? An unwatched bag of popcorn will cook instantly. It's like last time when you did that, you put it in there and I watched you walk away from it and I was like, huh? And then I stood there in the kitchen and listened to it get done popping with a full minute left on the microwave. Like wondering if you were gonna come back in. Nope, so I got it out for you. Why does it smell kind of good? It honestly tastes great. You've got a, like smoked kernels thing going on. Ad breaks are gonna be my time to eat my toast. Okay, so here's the popcorn. You can see it's only a little bit damaged. It tastes fine, yeah. Man, no shade to Orville Redenbacher's, but it would not have held up this well to be burnt like that. Welcome back from Adele, everyone. I was like, oh, maybe we'll go super fast today because it's a repeat row. But no, here I am just chatting away and being super sleepy, you know. Oh, thank you, Tree Sanctuary. It'll come, it'll come. Mine started hitting at that 2-month mark. It was pretty subtle at first. It was more of just like a, like I noticed my resonance changing more than anything. And so it was one of those things where I was kind of like questioning, like, wait, am I noticing what I think I'm noticing? And then it did really start to happen. And it's definitely been weird at points along the way. Like it definitely took some getting used to in terms of like the feeling of it. I remember at first I felt like I was tickling my face when I talked because of the vibration. I wasn't used to it yet. But I would say, let's see, where am I now? It's been like, I think it's been 8 or 9 months at this point. So I would say from month 2, probably until about month 7 was when I noticed like the majority of the change. I mean, if you listen to the, if you listen to my series working on the map, you can follow along with my downward trajectory. But yeah, it'll come. You're into the good stuff now. You'll be breaking and squeaking and all kinds of stuff. Your voice dropped a few notes by week 1? That's really funny. Yeah, week 1 is super fast. Yeah, I would expect to be getting more into it now. Or even later on. I know for a lot of people it does not happen that early. Yeah, get a nap, Neve. Have a great day. Definitely a sleepy day. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, I need a little bit more of this dark green. No, I get what you mean, Tree Sanctuary. Like, I have never really enjoyed my voice, so listening back to old recordings of myself is such a jump scare moment. And now I just feel like it just is such not a concern of mine anymore. I think that's what a lot of the changes I've experienced have felt like for me, as opposed to being like euphoric changes. It's more just like I'm feeling the positive impact because it's like these things that have maybe been like nagging at me or like bugging me in a subtle way are just slowly getting cleared away, and so it's like I feel more and more relaxed. And my voice is definitely one of those things. It's like I have to listen to myself quite a lot for recording and stuff, and it is really nice to not cringe when I do that. Oh, gel is way more expensive. I'm sorry, Zephyr. Hopefully you can get that worked out for yourself. but it definitely helps to have a buddy to do injections for you if you can swing that. I mean, you know, if you talk to your doctor's office, they may be able to help you with it. I know my doctor's office talked about they had people that would come in every single week for their injection. Just stopping by to say hi, you have rehearsal. Well, thank you for stopping in, B8. We appreciate it. Oh, they won't? That's a bummer. Yeah, it was like uninstalling malware from your body. That's amazing. Congratulations on the top surgery. Yeah, I've been thinking I would let my 2 years on T pass and then get into top surgery, evaluating that more, because I feel like that's often what's recommended is to be on T for a little bit and let your body kind of shift around and see where it ends up. And now I'm like, oh, well, I hope that's still an option too, well, I guess like a year from now. Yeah, auto injectors and stuff too. I could definitely understand that still being scary though. Then it's like the needle is coming at you by itself, but it's so quick. You want everything ASAP. Yeah, no, it makes sense to feel that way, especially like when you haven't had a chance to get started yet. It feels like you just need all of it, but I think getting started at all is a great way to alleviate some of that urgency. At least it felt like that for me, but everybody's different. Gel is worth it for you. Injections were so anxiety-inducing. Yeah, I know it's like that for some people. It just is not worth the anxiety of the shot. You go get yourself a treat so you remember Testosterone Tuesday. Yeah, it's like, I feel privileged at this point to be kind of like forgetting about my shot on Wednesdays. Like, this week I was like 11:40 at night and I went, oh shit, I need to do that. Versus, you know, when I first started, it was like something that I was like anticipating all week. Like, I'll get to do my shot, you know? See, for me, I feel like the gel would be... It just sounds unpleasant to me because I don't like lotion or anything like that. I don't like that feeling of something sitting on my skin. So I'm glad that I don't have to do that. But I'm also glad that we have options so that people can figure out what's most comfortable for them. Yeah, absolutely, Tree Sanctuary. Yeah, remembering every day sounds really hard to me. Yeah, everybody's different. For sure, everybody's different. And that's totally fine. This is the wrong color. I thought that was interesting. Okay, there we go. I'm getting more often misgendered in the other direction now, on social media, which is funny to me. Which is why it's so frustrating to have to figure out what bathroom people are going to expect you to go in. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what people see when they look at me. I think it's like really funny what does it for some people. Like what is the thing to you that is immutably like, yes, a person with this quality is this gender? Because sometimes it really does feel that small and specific. Like, and that line is so blurry. Like when you look at people transitioning and the way that their face will change and like how subtle that is, but how impactful it is. It's so hard to put your finger on it, like what's actually different other than like just this general sense of like, well, you look more masculine now, or you look more feminine now. Yeah, even pre-T, when you were just binding, you would get looks from elderly women in the bathroom. Yeah, that's the thing of it. Like, when I was younger, back when I was a cis straight person as far as I knew, I would get mistaken for the, opposite gender all the time. And, then when I was older, and I had actually recognized that I was non-binary, and I was actively trying to present more masculine, it like nobody was fooled, right? So I just think it's really interesting, like, what does it for people? And I think for me, a lot of it has definitely been about my voice. Like, I would have days where I was like, I feel like I look very masculine today, as long as I don't open my mouth. Everyone thinks you're in middle school. Yeah, I wonder if maybe that's part of it too. Is just that like it's easier, like when you're looking at a younger person, a lot of those traits blend together more. They're less defined. So I wonder if me being younger was just, it just genuinely made it make more sense. But then at the same time, a lot of the times I would be getting judged from the back, you know? Like I just had short hair, and so people would make that assumption. I don't know if some of that is to do with like short hair just being a little bit more viewed a little bit more ambiguously these days, but I mean, I say that, and then you have all of these women who are getting harassed in bathrooms, and it's like, what is it that would ever make someone think that you're not a woman other than the fact that you have short hair, right? Like, it's just so hard to know what's going on in people's heads, which is why it's so frustrating to have people be like, oh, just go into the bathroom that you won't be harassed in. Like, I don't know which one that is. I don't know which one I look like I belong in. Oh, hello, Cordial Hag. Welcome in. Kind of them to bring you over. You feel that? You got both of them at a Dunkin' once? Oh, she wants hot chocolate, and then a here you go, sir. Yeah, pronoun binge should be mandatory, for real. That's, the right's greatest fear. Yeah. Yeah, such a small thing, and people making such a big deal out of it. It's truly ridiculous. As though cis people don't get super mad all the time if you call them the wrong word. You had a worker in a drive-thru ask if you preferred ma'am or sir? That's always nice when people ask. You know, it's just not that hard. It's not that hard to just ask. Okay, I only need a little bit more of this in this spot, so I'll cut that kind of short. Oh, and this one as well. Okay, I still need quite a lot of that. Look at this. Look at how tangly it's getting. I swear it's getting worse and worse as I go. It's funny because you used to be she, they, and then people only using she switched you to they, she. And now people are still using she. No, I did the same thing. I was like, I'm actually sick of hearing this pronoun, and it's bothering me that nobody is picking they, them. So you know what? We're just not going to do both anymore. It's they, them only. Now you have to do they, them. And you know what? That was pretty revealing, I guess. Oh, I can cut this. That's why I think that, like, the split pronouns or whatever you call it, mixed pronouns, when cis people, quote unquote cis people, do that, as like a show of solidarity of like, oh yeah, I don't mind being called they, them because it's a neutral pronoun. It feels like such an egg moment to me because I'm like, but what if somebody actually calls you that? I hope this doesn't awaken anything within you. Yeah, despite the gender fluidity of it all, yeah, being automatically judged female. It's frustrating for sure. I really thought that, like, I wouldn't mind getting masculine pronouns, getting he, hemmed, because at least it wasn't the she, her. But now that I'm starting to get that more often, I'm like, actually, I don't like this either. Can we just use the correct ones, please? Oh, looks like we might actually get a little bit of sun today. That's fun. Maybe that'll help me wake up a little bit. Wishing this chai was caffeinated right now. Does anybody have any fun weekend plans? I'm probably going to the craft store later because I need to get some more yarn to finish up a project and probably several new colors as well so I can make a bunch of hoods. D&D on Sunday? Hell yeah. Sunday Magic the Gathering? Okay, that's just, Sunday is the day for tabletop, I see. You just found 4 naked Sims jogging in the rain in single file. Are they a part of a group? What's up with that? Binging BoJack Horseman? Love that show. Also D&D on Sunday? But you think it's canceled this week? Oh, that's a bummer. I play D&D on Tuesdays. And, we just cleared a dungeon that I was so sure that somebody was going to go down in. We found, like, a back door, basically, to get into this dungeon. But then, it was nighttime. You got one of us for literally 1 death saving throw, and then we got them back up again. It was nighttime, and it was a dungeon full of, like, nocturnal creatures, like goblins and hobgoblins. So they were all waking up for the night. So we skip the dungeon to go straight for the big boss, and then the rest of the dungeon is coming in to join us as we're fighting the big boss. And we're, like, getting pincered in the back. But we held it together so well, honestly. Like, almost every member of the party, I think, has some level of healing capability, and let me tell you, that shit is strong. I am used to playing games where people min-max a bit more, so healers are more specific, and then people who are doing combat are more specific. So having everybody with healing capability was wild. Like, I just felt really unstoppable in that fight. Yes, Andrew, how are you doing today? We did so good. Poor Lifeless. I know, Lifeless got cornered. Like, not our little ranger baby. But that's okay. That's why I wanted to go over there, because I was like, at least my armor class is pretty high, so maybe I can take a couple licks to keep Lifeless on his feet. Did you catch up with Critical Role? Yeah, having to go tank as the sorcerer. Yeah, I mean, at least when you're, like, sharing the tanking responsibility. And it's funny, too, because I'm like, oh, we don't, like, really have a tank in this party. Like, I would have assumed... I guess we kind of do, now that Bun Bun is activating Barbarian. But... yeah, it hasn't really felt like we've had a proper tank until, I guess, like, right now. But then with that fight being split in 2, that was so funny, because we really needed 2 tanks and we only had the 1. Oh, yeah, your AC was 19 and then you had shield, so you were, like, pretty unhittable. Yeah, that's a great spot to be in. I'm glad you caught up, Andrew. That reveal at the end, Sam's reveal at the end, that was so funny. I love that he's harassing Brennan now. It's like a rite of passage. I love Sam. Wick is my favorite. Like, I love a naive character, and I feel like his arc is going to be so good. Like, he gets to... The development is very clearly laid out in front of him of, like, what his arc is going to be. And then also knowing Sam, he's probably going to do something stupid with that along the way. Naked Joggers now available in the Discord media chat. Hell yeah. Welcome back from Adele, everyone. And thank you, Zephyr, for sharing that with the class. I know Lil Simsy will do challenges sometimes, the get rich quick challenges, with Stanley Humphrey, her hot dog sim. And Stanley Humphrey's whole thing is that, like, he's not just a guy that's wearing a hot dog costume, he is actually a hot dog, like a sentient hot dog. So it's always really, like, weird whenever he takes the hot dog costume off to, like, get in the shower and stuff, because you can't make them keep it on, necessarily. Well, actually, you might be able to, but you need to have specific traits. I don't remember. But, there was this one challenge that she was doing with trying to get rich off of volcanoes, and Stanley Humphrey just did not want to keep his clothes on in that one. And it was so funny that Stanley Humphrey just had his hot dog out. But also it felt so wrong. So it's funny how Sims will just do that sometimes, where it's just like, everybody's gonna be naked now. Yes, Stanley is an icon. I love Stanley Humphrey. I would marry Stanley Humphrey. Sorry, babe. Yes. Why, yes. Being naked and having hot dogs out. You're following just fine. Yeah, it's the group, it's the fact that they're jogging. Yeah, that is so funny. I wonder if it's because, you said it was raining, right? I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that they can, like, shower in the rain now. So, maybe they got undressed for that. And then, I feel like sometimes, with some of these newer additions, it seems like they'll forget to put their clothes back on after they do things like that. Sims will stop wearing hats when naked. The fedora stays on. Yeah, that's true. With the EA sale, now is not the time to give the Sims any money. Because they have they've EA, which is the company that produces The Sims, has sold to Saudi Arabia, and so it's all downhill from here. Unless you want to pirate it. Sorry, milady. Hello, princess. Trump's son-in-law runs that fund. Yeah, all of the people that you wouldn't want getting your money being involved with that. Speaking of people that I don't want getting my money, Andrew, I'm seeing a lot more people talking about the Harry Potter collab in Fortnite being confirmed now, and I'm pissed off about it. Paralive's early access is just about a month away. They better get it together, because now is the time they need to, like, make a splash. Like, this is their moment. Yeah, they're definitely going to use it. Yeah, it's like, no thank you, I don't want any part of that. Yeah, I think it's gonna be, I'm seeing people saying that it's a season 7 thing, So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, to be honest. I'm frustrated by that in a big way. Yeah, I really hope that Paralives gets a lot of support for sure. Because there's been such a conversation about, you know, direct competition with The Sims. And I think that it would really speak quite loudly for people to be investing their money in these other games that have been talked about as, like, coming for The Sims' place in the gaming sphere. But I mean, the fact that we've had, you know, creators like Lil Simsy and so many other huge creators ending their partnerships with The Sims, I think that we probably can expect a lot of people to want to go over there and try it out and be involved with that. It definitely feels like people are interested in sending that message. You messed up your shot this morning? I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a bummer when you're having an off day and then it kind of makes everything else fucked up for you. I definitely should not have stayed up so late last night, but I was not sleepy. What am I supposed to do? I just want to stay up and work on things. Come on. There are not enough hours in the day, I'm telling you. Oh, this is gonna be fun. We're about to go zoom in just a minute here. It's gonna be pretty short-lived, because after this row, it's not gonna be as much of a solid block of color, but when these paths come up horizontal like this, it's like being on a racetrack. Is anybody excited for Stranger Things in here? I'll be out probably before too long, right? I think the first part is coming out this month. I watched the trailer and I'm like, I know that it's so normal for older actors to play younger kids, but for some of the characters more than others, it does feel a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. Excited and nervous? You haven't watched the trailer yet? I feel like it doesn't tell you... Well... Yeah, 11 being married with a child, and I'm like... I feel like they made some costume design choices that did not do a good enough job of making her look younger. Like, she definitely does not look as young as she's supposed to look. I mean, they made her look like a child in season 4, but she continues to get even farther away from that youthfulness. And there's this one outfit in particular that I'm like, this was a bad decision. Oh, because they put her face on a child actor. I see. I can see why you wouldn't want to do that for, like... Was that, like, for the flashbacks and stuff? I didn't realize that they had done that. Which, you know, kudos to them, because they clearly pulled it off really well, if I didn't even notice it. She's a Colin Robinson child? Oh my god. Yeah, they definitely did not do that for this season. No, that's so funny. I'm definitely going to be thinking about that the whole time. I loved how they did Colin Robinson as a child. That was so funny. Oldest looking baby in existence. Yeah, like there wasn't a whole lot of them utilizing that editing, because yeah, there was still her older version. So yeah, doing that for the whole season would probably be a lot. Somebody made a really great point though. They had asked the question, like, who from Stranger Things are you most excited to see, like, what they do next with their career? And I feel like a lot of people, their mind immediately goes to, like, the actors, right? But they were like, I'm really interested to see what the Duffer Brothers do next. And honestly, big same. I'm super interested to see what their next project is. The Duffer Brothers like the gaps between seasons. For what reason? Like, from a production standpoint or from a storytelling standpoint? Because I'm like, I don't know if I can agree with y'all on that. You're not excited to see what the Duffer Brothers do next? I mean, Stranger Things is such an interesting story. I'm like, okay, what else y'all got? Oh yeah, one good thing about seasons now is they can stretch releases. No, hate that. Hate that. Please abandon that mentality. That's literally the worst thing about your show. Nobody likes that. The McRib effect. I feel like there's a limit to it though. Like you want to hit the sweet spot of like getting people excited and hype for this thing that they've been waiting for so long, But if you push it too far, then people just get, like, sick of it, and then they don't care anymore. Like, I definitely took a huge break from Stranger Things at one point, and I wasn't sure that I cared about watching it anymore. And, the only reason that I started watching it again, was because of, what's his name? Eddie? Am I thinking of the right name? Help. You're only in it for Byler? Yes, it's Eddie, thank you. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Eddie, but why does that feel wrong? Yeah, obsessed with him. Not a big Jonathan Byers fan, to be honest. I'm a Steve stan. They changed his season 1 stuff. I think I do remember that, because he used to be, like, creepier. Yeah, they cut out the creepiest parts. I think that's such bullshit. I think that's so stupid, and, like, that's one thing that... I think Jonathan is the one thing about the Duffer Brothers that makes me go, actually, maybe I don't want to see what else you do, because Jonathan is a Duffer Brothers self-insert. And he's, like, my least favorite part because of how it's not even that he's creepy, because I can get behind a creepy character having like a good growth arc. It's about the fact that they never make him answer for the creepy shit that he does. Like, if that shit was addressed at any point and then he like grew out of it, I would be totally fine with him. Like, I would not have an issue with him. But it's sweeping it under the rug and not making him acknowledge it is gross. They made it look like Jonathan was taking photos of Steve. That's so weird. Yeah, no, like, and I also, the whole thing with Steve breaking the camera and like all of Steve's actions in season 1 is that Steve went, hey, I'm being a jerk. Let me directly do things to make up for my actions where I was a jerk and like help fix them and then do better, you know? Like, yeah, Steve did a shitty thing. That's literally addressed in the narrative. Because they changed Nancy's bra to Steve's back. I mean, she's still there in that scene. That's still fucking weird. It literally doesn't make it better. Steve was originally not supposed to improve. I mean, too late. That's what the story is now. You can't just, like, decide that I'm supposed to like the character and then make decisions. This is like the whole thing with Spike in Buffy, where we weren't supposed to like Spike or see him as a romantic interest, but his character was really good, and that was literally how they wrote him. So later on, Joss Whedon's like, let me make him do something unforgivable. And everyone was like, bro, this just feels out of character now. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is a time when you can use the whole concept of separating the art from the artist. Because the story is very much saying one thing where it does not matter what the Duffer Brothers think or what they're saying about it. Like, this is what the narrative is. Like, you, as an outside influence, saying that you want people to feel this way about the narrative does not undo the narrative. Like, that's not how it works. This is the real benefit to spreading out your releases, is then everyone forgets all of the lore and the trivia that they knew. We'll just spread out releases, and then everyone will forget about that time that Jonathan was a creep. I will never forget. Was such a big time frame, it's so easy to make mistakes. Little details about a character could be so important, and a lot of them get forgotten. Yeah, they become stereotyped, sarcastic, but lovable cutouts. Yeah. But, like, that's literally your job as a writer, is to preserve those elements, you know? Like, it's not up to the audience to remember those things. Like, hey, remember that time that this character had good character development? We'll just rest on those laurels. Oh, ad break. Welcome back. Oh my god, PPC Merlin resetting Arthur. Yeah, I think that kind of thing is really annoying. I hate it when you can tell that, like, decisions about the story are being made with, like, the production in mind rather than with, like, the story in mind. It just really, I lose a lot of interest when we start doing that shit. It's funny too how often people will make decisions to like nerf or just completely change a character because they went, oops, we wrote him too gay, so now we gotta straighten him up a little bit. We layered on the homoeroticism a little bit too thick, so gotta find a way to plot hole that out of existence. Oh no, the fans are starting to think we might actually follow through on all of these promises that we've made in our story. Yeah, for real. Stop shoving them in the closet. I hate that shit. It pisses me off to no end. Yeah, I've heard that for sure about Wednesday. Yeah, putting a sign on the closet door that says not a closet doesn't make it not a closet. And the cast was very baity? In what way? I haven't actually watched Wednesday, so... Oh, I see what you mean by that, yeah. Well, I think it's always sad when it's like, you can tell, like, the cast is for it. They are, you know, picking up on these things that are in the narrative just as much as the audience is. You know, they want to fulfill those promises, and then the writers are like, ooh, what if we didn't, though? Boring. We have to let the boring basic men have a chance to fantasize they could pull Jenna Ortega. Like sisters, as in like a bunch of nuns. You might be onto something there. They just wanted to give everyone a chance to make Wednesday edits to the tune of Good Luck Babe. Have y'all seen the Haley edits for that? Yeah, no, I love it. I feel like they make a very strong case for Haley. Haley and Alex, like I've said before, both have their stories made a lot more interesting if you romance them as the same gender. Same with Leah. Elliot being gay isn't necessarily more interesting, but it feels right. Yeah, I like that he has, like, such a cute moment with it, too. With, like, sort of... You know, he acknowledges this uncovering of, like, his sexuality, if you romance him as a man. That is very cute. And Leah is, like, canonically bisexual, which I think is awesome. Benny could be improved by being a lesbian, not fixed but better. Wanting a stable family in a lesbian cottagecore way instead of a trad wife way. That makes sense. I could see that. I also think that Harvey is more interesting in a gay relationship. Not that I don't see him as straight, but I don't know. I think that if he's in a straight relationship, he's kind of milquetoast. Harvey's milquetoast no matter what. He has potential. Have you seen... So there's this one artist that has, like, they have their OC. His name is Donnie, and he's, like, this huge 6'7" farmer. And, he's married to Harvey. The comics might change your mind a little bit. They're pretty cute together. I always, like, feel like whenever I experience Harvey's story, I feel like something is missing, you know? Where it's like, there are all of these gaps. In game, you're just like, meh. No, I totally get that, because I feel like there are all of these gaps where, like, I'm expecting more story to happen, and then it doesn't. But at the same time, it's like there's enough room for me to fill in those gaps with a little imagination. That he, like, is passable in theory. The George cutscene of his makes me mad too. You don't like him telling George what to do? Oh, yeah. Like, you find it too relatable as a disabled person, for sure. I mean, at least, like, it's very generic advice, but at least Harvey is actually his doctor and is actually supposed to be giving him that advice, you know? To me, I guess I see it as being a little bit more, like, about leaving that interaction kind of vague, because it's not supposed to be about, like, the technical ins and outs of, like, George's medical history. Like, that interaction is there for the player, right? So to me, I see it as being kind of like a vague, very generalized doctor interaction. So I don't really, like, put too much into, like, what he's actually saying to George, because it's just so generic. But I can definitely see that being irritating, having been told that. If he's lived that long, just let him chill. Yeah, for sure. I mean, as far as we know in George's case, that is, like, good advice, you know? I would assume that as someone in a wheelchair, he is probably getting plenty of exercise with his arms, but I don't know. Maybe he's stopped moving around as much, right? What am I looking for? Like, I can see where you're coming from for sure, but I feel like for me, there's enough wiggle room there to be like, well, I don't actually know what's going on in this situation, so... Which is probably why I should not be asked for my input into it in that moment. But to be fair, George is the one who asked, so... You gotta go eat? Yeah, have a good sleep. Thanks for hanging out. Disco Devil Girl, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. How are y'all doing today? My name is Jack. I am a fiber artist specializing in crochet, and I'm currently working on crocheting the Stardew Valley world map. So we are almost done with a row here, and then I can show that off for y'all. What were y'all up to today? I hope you had a good stream. You've been quietly following along? Oh, I'm glad that you got to pop in. Thank you so much for bringing your community over. You're showing off your con hole? Oh, that's awesome. I hope you had a ton of fun. What convention did you go to, if you don't mind me asking? Kumori-con in Portland? Oh, that's awesome. I'm so out of the loop with what is going on in Portland, clearly. To be fair, I feel like there's always a bunch of really cool stuff going on in Portland, so it's hard to keep track of. You went every year back in college? That's awesome. I haven't been to a convention in so long. They can be pretty overwhelming. But I would like to go to one again someday. I think we may be on the East Coast next year, so who knows? Maybe New York Comic Con will be in my future. Gotta get ready for work? Yeah, have a great day. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, last couple of stitches. And that's another row done. I see Stardew Valley, I come in. Well, you're in the right place. I think we may be doing some gameplay in just a minute here. I thought potentially I would do 2 rows today, but I think that I'm a little bit too sleepy to start another one, so seems like it may be game time. I started a brand new Stardew Valley save on stream last Sunday, so we'll be diving back into that after I clean up a little bit here and show off our progress. Could never with all the ends. It's not as bad as you think. It doesn't bother me. The trick is that you gotta keep them clipped so that they stay nice and tidy. And then I give it a little stretch here. So just a repeat row today. But that's definitely helped to define the path up here a lot more. You can see this is coming along so much, us coming out of the woods here. The hills are really starting to become obvious. I'm getting excited. I'm so excited to be in the hills. You're more of a knitter, but you do like to crochet on occasion? Well, if you would like to follow along with this project, I do weekly updates on social media, so you can find all of my socials there, and it gives you a bit more of an in-depth look at the project. And then if you would like to come hang out in the Discord with other crafters, I do have a Discord community that centers trans, non-binary, and other gender-diverse folks. And crafters, obviously, but all are welcome. So good place to share knitting projects for sure. Currently knitting a blanket for your mom? That sounds so cozy. What kind of color scheme? What's it gonna look like? I think both of those were for this yellow. Okay, easy cleanup today. I think I'm gonna play the Stardew Valley save now. So I'll be around for a while longer. We're just transitioning out of the crochet part of it. Because I think I'm too sleepy to start a new row, but I can stick around and play games for a little bit. How about that? Let me edit my spreadsheet. You just popped in the Discord? Excellent. Happy to have you. Hello, Ashes. How are you doing today? I just finished up a row, so we're gonna hop over into our Stardew Valley save in just a second here. And there's the ad break. Perfect timing. Why can't I hear anything? What just happened? My headphones just decided we're not gonna play the audio anymore on your computer. I don't understand what's going on. This is so bizarre. Okay, it was literally just, it was connected to my phone and it wouldn't let go. So I fixed it, it's fine. Literally just had to turn off the Bluetooth on my phone. You can't find your CD player. I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, just getting my desk situated here. You found the floss? I'm glad you figured out a system. What's your system? We're gonna switch over to Stardew Valley really quick. Tape it to the wall. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna refresh my drink really quick. Yeah, have a great day, Bigfoot. Thanks for hanging out. And then we will get into it. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Damn, you were not kidding about the popcorn, babe. That looks insane. Okay, my drink is in the microwave. I'll go grab it in just a second. I saw the corpse of the popcorn, indeed. Okay, we did play a couple of days yesterday, so we are now on day 19. I played days 15 through 18 yesterday. Yes, Stardew time. Yes, it's gonna rain tomorrow. We can get back in the mines. Okay, Jody needs the cauliflower. So I might actually strategically wait to give that to her, because if I give it to her now, I'm gonna have to start dealing with her friendship. And we got our green bean! We can take that to the community center. Wait, I already did that. I literally already did that. It's fine. I was excited for nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Did I take it, though? Did I actually take it, or did I just harvest it and then never actually... Oh, we still need to go run it over there. Let's go. We'll do that today. Maybe we can get an earth crystal tomorrow. That would be excellent. I want that mayonnaise machine. These eggs are piling up so bad. Where's my chicken? Could also go and get more parsnips. Today. I think that might be a good idea. I think we should continue planting things. Because I definitely want to, like, fully utilize cooking this time around. So parsnips, I believe, are in the farmer's lunch, which Marnie also enjoys. So maybe I'll continue saving up the regular parsnips and I'll sell the gold and the silver star parsnips. I think that might be a good way to go about it, to continue earning some money while also saving up some produce. Just a little bit. We have so many of them, though. And so many eggs, my gosh. Welcome in, Scarlet. You're just in time for getting into Stardew here. Okay, I guess I'll keep that out to remind myself to go get those parsnips. Yes, I was working on a repeat row, so it was the exact same thing that I did yesterday, so I didn't really have to look at the map at all, so it did indeed go super fast, which was nice. One second. I'm gonna go get my drink out of the microwave. Yeah, I rolled straight out of bed and into stream today, so I've been pretty sleepy. So I was like, I don't know if I've got my head screwed on straight enough to start another row right now. Okay, we're gonna go to Pierre's. Is salmonberry season also over now? I don't remember how long it lasts. Getting so close to having backpack money. Yeah, I'll just do another 20. And then I'll bring that to the museum, and I'll bring that geode over there with me as well. Okay. So what do I need to do today? Is there anybody that I really need to talk to? I should have talked to Pierre while I was there, but I forgot. I gotta make sure I talk to Lewis. Ugh, and I have this heart to maintain with Robin as well. I feel like I'm gonna end up losing some of these. That's the tricky thing, is like when you do a quest for someone, you get so much relationship from doing that quest, but then it's really hard to maintain everybody at once. But at least I've given all of my gifts for this week. So I'll just try and make sure I talk to Lewis and Pierre and Robin if I can. And then, oh, do I still have the... No, I missed that request. That's fine. The green bean. I'm gonna get that green bean right now. I want to put that green bean in the community center so bad. Okay. I'm gonna go to Clint first, though, because even though I have plenty of time, I'm still paranoid about him closing before I get there. Why did that sound vaguely threatening? I'd hate to see it all dried up. Fuck, I should donate that to the museum, but I'm so excited. I want to make a mayonnaise machine. Okay. I guess I'll put this over here. I'm so sad. It's true. But I don't like to do that because I'm worried that I'll forget to donate the thing. I guess it's not as important with things like the earth crystals that are so common, but I just don't want to forget. At least we have our melon seeds now. That'll be really nice for summer. Oh, I should go get that wood and fix this bridge. Don't mind me. Just digging in the trash as I go. Weren't we talking about memory issues Wednesday? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I really like to just get it out of the way, and then I know it's taken care of. I didn't go to the community center. That's fine. I have plenty of time. There's no time limit. See how great I'm doing already? I've already forgotten like 3 times what I'm trying to do. That's okay, because we're going to the mine tomorrow. So we'll have plenty of opportunity to get more earth crystals. Yay! Nice. And here's another place that you need the earth crystal. I will wait on this one, though. I'm okay with waiting on that one. The lady is here. Not that I have money to buy anything from her, but I can dream, right? Let's see if I can make it over there in time. She may... what time does she close? I may not be able to make it over there, because I think she might close, like, right now. Hi, Frazzle Duck. How are you doing? Welcome in. Oh, no, she's still open. Hi. Okay. Nothing that I mean, the duck mayonnaise would be nice, but can't afford that anyway, so... The cart lady stays open. Cartney stays open until 8. Thank you. Oh yeah, happy to have you. I just got done crocheting. I'm working on crocheting the whole map for Stardew Valley, so now we're getting into our save. It's not very old. I started playing this particular save file on Sunday. You're cross-stitching the map? Hell yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, it seems salmon berry season is definitely over, so... Let's go clear the farm a little bit more with the rest of the day, and then we'll, I did it again. I forgot what I was doing again. I did not take the wood to the beach. Whatever, it's not that big of a deal. We'll get to it eventually. It's just not my priority right now. I suppose I could also go around and, like, shake the different trees to see if they drop any seeds. And get some, more seeds so that I can make food for tomorrow for the mine. Making headway. Okay, so I got 2. I can make 2. And then we have other stuff to eat as well, so that's good. And we have the bug steak recipe now, so that'll come in handy. I chose the right cat. Yeah, I like to choose the black cat because it looks like a, you know, one of my actual cats. So my other 2 are a little bit harder to color match, but Carmilla is pretty easy. Clear and sunny tomorrow. Spirits are very happy today. Okay. Guess I'll put this stuff in this chest since I don't have enough room in my inventory. We'll go with that. You name your cat Havoc after him? Yeah, I named my cat Carmilla after my cat. And then this is how I deal with the silo. So that I don't have to get more than 1. Okay, let's go. Oh, I'll have to remember that horseradish is there. And a leek. I want that leek. Oh, but it's Saturday. That's gonna be an issue. You press the button on the cheats menu for infinite hay. Do I make a special chest to go in the coop for winter? That would be a good idea. I need to remember that I can do that, because at one point I had stopped putting chests in my coop because I was experiencing a bug where I think the game had like loading issues or something. I don't remember what exactly it was doing, but like if you had chests and things in your coop, it was like fucking up the game. It was like a bug. But I think that bug was only on the Switch, and also that was a long time ago, so I'm sure it's been fixed by now. So I need to remember that I can, in fact, put things in there again. So I should make a chest, and I should put all my eggs and my hay in there and put that in the coop. I just tend to forget that that's an option. Because of that one time. Huh. It wouldn't be so bad if not for the knockback, and then I have to chase them across. God damn it. God damn it. I hate these little fucks. Okay. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I think it was an issue that I was having in a multiplayer save. So that also made it suck. But we just stopped putting them in there and it fixed it well enough. Multiplayer gives you anxiety? Multiplayer's fun. What about it gives you anxiety? Just like having to let somebody else touch your stuff? Oh, not pausing the timer? There are mods for that. Which helps, because I don't love that part of it either. So as long as you're just communicating with the people that you're playing with, that's kind of a way around it. You only do multiplayer for speedruns? We got Adele visiting us here, so we'll wait for that ad break to... It always makes me so sad killing these guys. But I gotta do it for the Adventurers Guild. No, no, please. God damn it. Fuck it, I'm going. I hate those flying things. It's like my least favorite thing in this game. Look at that, another earth crystal. Beautiful. Just doing it for the Adventurers Guild, otherwise I would just ignore them. How many do I need for bug steak? 10? Oh my gosh. Okay, fuck the cherry bomb. I don't need that. Ugh. Yeah, I hate the flies. Oh my god. And they just like... Don't stop. I'm always eager to get out of this section of the mines. This area in which the flies spawn, because I hate them so much. You'd rather face the serpents. Yeah, that's how bad they are. See, look, what the fuck is this? Every 2 seconds a new one's gonna come up? I think the thing that makes it even worse is that usually when you're dealing with them, you have this piece of shit sword. So it takes forever to kill them. 2? Come back. And now they're doing this. You know you don't have to be over here, right? You could just leave me alone. Oh, thank God. And we've got a new sword. Let's go. I'm just gonna dump this in the trash. It's not even worth hanging on to. Oh, heck. I want that quartz. I'm being personally victimized by these freaking flies. Oh, that was so much faster, thank God. I'm manifesting you find a new sword. Yeah, at least you're guaranteed to get one. Let's see. Probably won't have enough time to find another elevator, but... I'm just gonna eat this baguette because I want these cave carrots. That's fine. It didn't give me that much anyway. We'll see if we get good RNG. No! Please. I'm not dealing with this. It's not worth it to me. I unlocked the bug sword. Is that what I just got the inspiration for? I'm gonna run home and I'm gonna put the stuff away so that I can go get that leek. Hi, Linus. Okay, this needs to go to the museum. That does as well, but I am going to use this earth crystal, and I'm going to make a mayonnaise machine. Copper bar. Let's go! Finally! And I'll go ahead and I'll make another chest. No, I loved it. I loved the soda ASMR. Okay. Yay! And the hay. Okay. We're making progress. Beautiful. I'm gonna make this orange for chicken. And I have so much more room in here. It's so nice. So let me get stuff out for tomorrow. Okay, very good. We'll call it... Well, no. I'm gonna go clear some more area on the farm while I still have some energy. I don't have to run to bed just yet. I can chop some trees down. And fill my silo back up. Oh, come on. Thank you. Wrong one. Making good progress on getting things clear anyway. I'm finding fewer and fewer little things. Mostly just trees left at this point. And then obviously the area across the river, because I need to upgrade my axe to get over there. Maybe we can start working on that soon. Clint, I've given you so many copper bars as gifts. Can you just, like, put those towards my tool upgrades, please? Okay, and I cannot use another tool right now. which is fine because it's probably time to go to bed anyway. Let's be honest, the real concern at this point is not even the copper bars, it's just the money. Level 2 combat, let's go. Level 3 mining. Pollen tomorrow. Uh-oh. Radish salad, wonderful. Those are still cooking. I love this flat as a pancake pose that the cats do, because my cat Carmilla does that in real life. We call it her broken bat wing. Have a great rest of your day, Scarlett. Yeah, hopefully you can come in on Sunday. Okay. Let's see. How do we want to keep any of these cauliflower from Maru? I kind of do want to keep some of them. This is why I don't have any money, because I keep saving things for gifts, but it'll pay off in the end. Did I forget to go grab that leek? Oh my god, I'm so sad. I think I did. I think I got home and instantly forgot that there were things up here I needed to grab. Yep, good job. Good job, me. Regular goldfish brain today. Okay, well it's Sunday, so that means I can give people gifts. So we'll work on improving our relationships some more. So let's see here. Haley and Jazz, Linus, Abigail, Harvey, Clint. I should also make some more copper today. Pam, George. That is all for right now. Okay. And the lady's here again today. She has been coming so much. I swear she doesn't usually, like, visit me this much. Okay, I think I'm gonna come down here and swing by her cart first, and then I'll hit up Jazz and everything. It's Friday and Sunday. She comes twice a week. Maybe I'm just, like, really bad at noticing. The NPC map helper thing just really, it helps so much with that. Because I check the map a lot more often. Pepper seeds, okay. Can't plant those until summer anyway. Okay, nothing that I am immediately jumping to get. Jazz is still in her room. Okay, here we go. Hopefully we'll have enough time to do this round of presents and then go get our geode broken open. Let's see here. We need to find Abigail and Harvey next. So Harvey, they're both inside. Okay, good. Don't worry about it, Harvey. Just take the spring onion. Everything will be okay. I can probably make that happen. That's not so bad to just duck into the mines quickly to kill some slimes. And if I can get that ticket, that'll be worth it. Oh, she's in her mom's room. Oh, it's Sunday, so George is at church. Brilliant. Pam is over there. Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna go get my stuff. And I'll worry about the rest of these gifts tomorrow, because I would rather go to Clint's and get my geodes broken open and drop stuff off at the museum. I should have plenty of time. I'm not that slow. Okay. And then I need this, this, and my geodes. This game really is so much about time management. Ooh, very nice. And another earth crystal. Love to see that. Can make another mayonnaise machine. Put that down there for now. I may end up moving it later on. Oh, did I forget one? Oh, I already did that. That's good. We'll have to decide where we want to put the geode. I guess I'll put it up here for now. Except I can't. For some reason. I want to make another mayonnaise machine. And I want to make some more copper bars. Should make some more coal too. Oh, and I need to put something else in the preserves jar. Put that away, okay. I suppose well, I'll sell it for now. I'm gonna have plenty of opportunity to get stuff for the artisan bundle. It's not like I'm gonna stop making preserves and mayonnaise. Can hang on to this topaz as well, because I know that Emily likes all of the gemstones and stuff. Yeah, eventually I'll make like a whole dedicated area for like all of my furnaces and things. But I want to clear my farmland a little bit more before I get into that. And probably move some of my buildings around a little bit. Last time I played on this map, I ended up moving the coop elsewhere, and I put the greenhouse up here, and that was pretty nice. So, don't know if I'll do that again, but I think that's a really pretty area up there next to the river. The tricky part is just like striking a good balance between using the space on the map well and like not losing your ability to see a bunch of it because the buildings are in the way. Like that always bugs me when I can't see anything because the buildings are in the way. Not that. Okay, I can do one more copper bar, and then I can just focus on making the coal, and then I'll have enough coal to make another preserves jar. And I think I could make another tapper if I wanted to. I guess I might as well. Yeah, we'll go ahead and make another tapper. Okay, now we have enough for the preserves jar. And I'll pick a tree. I already did a maple tree, so I guess I'll do... I don't remember what I'm gonna need first. I'll do an oak one for now, and I guess I'll just try and make another tapper and do so I can have all three. I can probably make some more mayonnaise before I go to bed. Okay, one of these I will save for the community center since it's just a regular mayonnaise. It's not a gold star. Okay, I think today is going to be the day that... Oh, fuck. I was about to say that today is going to be the day that we purchase a backpack upgrade, but now the bookseller is here. It's going to rain tomorrow. Excellent. This game telling me not to ignore fishing. Don't eat it. Good harvest today. I can probably... I will keep it at 40 parsnips. I don't feel like I need more than that. And that's probably plenty of cauliflower. So anything else we harvest for the rest of the season, I will just sell. Except for the carrots. I'm going to hang on to those for food for the mine. And then tomorrow it's gonna rain, so we'll have another day in the mine. So I will probably play today and tomorrow, and then call it for the day. But since we know it's gonna rain tomorrow, I want to play tomorrow as well. Good morning, chickens. Okay, I'm gonna have to move this because that's gonna get on my nerves. Okay. So we have some more gifts to give out today, because I didn't see everybody that I needed to see yesterday. So we'll focus on Pam, Linus, George, Abigail. And then talk to the couple of people that we need to talk to. And I guess we'll see. We'll peek at the bookseller, but I think I want to get that backpack upgrade, especially since we're going into the mines tomorrow. The bookseller will still be there eventually. He comes back multiple times, so I don't feel like I need a book just yet. I'd rather get the backpack. We did it. At long last. That's gonna be so nice tomorrow in the mine. Abigail, Abigail, Abigail. Take this. Ooh. That'll make you feel better, Pam. I can't wait to move things around on the farm and make it look pretty. That's gonna be so nice. And Linus. I guess I'll walk back this way and see if there's anything to harvest. And then maybe I'll grab that wood and go down to the beach. Ahaha. Glad I spotted that. I don't like that that corner is empty now. Let's do this. Oh, and I can swing by the community center as well and do that thing of mayonnaise. Well, I'll wait on that until I have the jam. Yay! We did it! Nice. I think I can put some of this in at the community center. Right? No. Oh, I think the sea urchin might go in a dye bundle or something later on. That's fine. A starfruit seed! Hell yeah. Yup, I'm a blacksmith. Oh, we're getting this again. Wow. I love that for us. Thanks, Clint. You need someone to update the Clarice mod for real. Yeah, we need our Clint alternative. Okay, let's do more mayonnaise. And then let's clear some more of the farm. So it's coming along pretty well down in this region. I think it would be nice to have something down here kind of overlooking this pond. Maybe I'll end up moving the coop down here and then the ducks can go swimming in the pond. Oh, there's something in my way. I see. Or I don't see, rather, but I figured it out anyway. That would be a nice way to kind of incorporate the cave as well into like my morning rounds if the coop and stuff is down here, because then it'll feel really natural to go down to the cave. Okay, it's probably my last tree. And then I can maybe cut a little bit more grass for hay before I turn in. And then tomorrow we'll have our day in the mine. Yeah, I could kind of have, like, the top half of the farm be for, like, my house and the greenhouse and growing things. And then the bottom half of the farm could be more about, like, keeping livestock. Might be cute to move my house, like, across the river over next to Grandpa's shrine. Okay. Oh shit, level 5 farming. Let me look up really quick which ones you get at level 10. Because that kind of, I think that is going to help me decide. So rancher or tiller, and then tiller gets you into the artisan good ones. Okay, I probably want that then. I feel like the artisan good ones is pretty strong. Yeah, for the wine empire. Yeah, I feel like I generally end up making things into artisan goods, so I'm gonna go with tiller. Nice. And now we're starting to actually make some money. Oh, and tomorrow is the flower dance. That'll be a fun place to pick up on Sunday. Oh, yay! Linus gave us this sashimi recipe, which is going to be great for later on when we're making Sebastian love us. Oh, you can't wait for me to get rejected by everyone? You mean like Haley, who I already have 3 hearts with? Yeah, that's right. Suck it. Haley's like, maybe that farmer isn't so bad after all. Okay. Pop over here for my chickens. Yeah. When you wake up next to him in the middle of the night with your head in your hands, you're nothing more than his wife. I love that you can drink mayonnaise now. That's so disgusting. Hey, there's a leak. Do I still have that quest for killing... No, I did not. I ignored it. I'm gonna avoid these grubs. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna avoid the grubs, I'm gonna get this copper, and then I'm gonna make a run for it. Bye! Oh yeah, did I get... No. It must have been something else that I got inspired for. Oh, there's a ladder. I want this mushroom, though. Come back here. Please. Oh my god, I hate these little shits. Nice. We're having pretty good luck so far with these ladders. My goodness. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I upgraded my inventory for that. Jeez. Ooh. Oh my god, stop standing on top of me. Hey, and a crab. Can put that in the community center. And there's a oh, beautiful. We're gonna be out of these bug levels before you know it. Oh, some rice. Nice. Let's see. I'll get rid of the slime. God damn it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, and there's a ladder. What do I want to trade out for this cherry bomb? Sap. No, please. It's a big area in the mine. Oh, let's fucking go. There's an earth crystal. Don't need that wood, it's fine. Fiber. And there's a ladder. Beautiful. And we're out of the bugs! Now we just have to deal with not being able to see anything. Oh, silver. Okay, I definitely want the silver ore. I guess not the hardwood. If you're wondering right now why you can't see anything that's happening, I can't either. Oh, there's a ladder. Nice. The ladders have been very kind to us today. see. If we are very lucky, we will make it to the next elevator, but I think it's a long shot. I don't know that we have enough time. Especially not with these little butt heads bothering me. I will take it over the flies, though, for sure. Oh, let's go. Okay. Come on, ladder. Give me a ladder again. That would be amazing. I love it here. That was a brilliant day in the mines. Oh my goodness. Very nearly as good as it gets. Oh no, it turns out coworker was in a crash on the way to work and it did more to his wrist than he realized at the time. That's awful. Yeah, it can be like that getting in accidents. Like, you don't realize the full impact of their effect on you. How long do these take? 3 days? I can plant that still. Okay, put this stuff in here. Then let's see if I have enough to make some more preserves jars. Or mayonnaise machines, I guess. I probably don't really need to make another mayonnaise machine right now, so I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to hang on to that. I could make more preserves jars, that would be fine, but with mayonnaise machines, it really is, like, even though I have a backlog of eggs, it really is dependent on how many chickens you have, whether or not you need to do that. So I guess I'll put one of those in the community center for now. Okay. He came in with it bandaged, but I guess the pain and swelling took a while to really start. Yeah, for sure. That sucks. Well, I hope he gets better soon. Okay, another good day of farming. Well, that is going to be all for me today, so I'm going to look for somebody to raid really quick. That's not the right thing. When we come back on Sunday, it'll be time for the flower dance, so that'll be fun. And we will be getting into summer, for sure. Lil Simsy is doing the very veggie legacy challenge. We can go over there and hang out. So if you would like to join me for the raid, you can just pick out what you feel are your evilest emotes and just type evil raid in the chat. And thanks again for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it, and I will see y'all on Sunday, hopefully. Have a great rest of your day and a good rest of your weekend.